Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Welcome to the live stream. My name is Dan. This is TweetFUV, and we're going to talk about some drone stuff like we always do, and then probably mostly stuff that doesn't have to do with drones, but still is interesting to me because I don't know why. How is everybody doing this weekend? Hopefully you had a good week, got a chance to go out and do some flying. IGAO 3 is still going. I think I'm still in the running. I'm not sure. I don't think I've gotten a letter yet, but I haven't really checked. Got the lifeblood of the live streaming world going. Some nice coffee here. Before we started, I had a poll up whether you guys think I should change my background colors, and someone suggested the old standard unicorn vomit. I'm not entirely sure if I can make it do that, but I'll look into it. If anybody else has any suggestions, let me know. All right. So hopefully the weather is decent outside. Get out, do some flying after this, before this, during this, whatever else. Brandon Baked Beans suggests to not make it go too fast because we don't want seizures. Yeah. The old unicorn vomit. Like the whole RGB thing, I thought that was kind of a joke, but then I started building a computer and I'm like, oh, this thing has RGB, and now it's spread into my computer like it's Z's. It's kind of funny. I find it funny. Anyways, let's pop this chat window out here. And YouTube has done another thing to just make me more and more irritated. Every single time I log into YouTube, it wants to do two-factor authentication to my phone or possibly my car, which I'm nowhere near. It's just maddening. It's maddening that I've got to get to that point. Brandon McBain's only indoor flying for me this week. Latest fires, Lake Eleanor are making. Yeah, I saw the pictures that you posted over on the Discord of what it looks like. It just blood red moon in the middle of the day. It looks pretty nasty there. Am I going for the Power Whoop Challenge? Nope. I don't have time for that this month. This month is a really busy month. I have a ton of stuff going on and really no time to do it. Dealing with a lot of moving pieces in my life this month. Next month, maybe. Obviously, the Power Loop Challenge won't be around next month. But it looks really interesting, the Power Loop Challenge. I definitely have the stuff for it, but just not the time. Sorry for the slurping there. But, anywho, been busy all week. Been doing a lot of the UTT, the IGAO 3 Week 5 UTT. I had a lot of fun with that one. Once I figured out the track, had a really hard time breaking below that 24-second mark. I don't know. I think that's the point where my brain and fingers don't talk together. Brain, eyes, and fingers don't talk well together. But something that did make a big difference, it managed to get me down below like the 28-second, is getting away from D8 and going to Express ELRS on my Whoop. This particular one right here. This is the Newbie Drone Acro B. Really enjoy this one. The frames are kind of they're really light and they're hard, and they tend to crack very easily. Either the ducts will crack, or the canopy will actually pull the plastic out of the screw mounts, which is okay because it only uses 3 of the 4 for the canopy, so I just rotate it, 180. Motor plugs all line up and everything. But I've been doing that. I know a couple weeks ago we had a lot of conversation or discussion about the Tattoo 1S packs and how absolute hot garbage these are. These are actually working really well. I don't know if they've changed their formula or went to, I assume Tattoo makes their own packs. I don't know if it's a different formula or what, but these are really good. So been pretty happy with those, and also the Weebleed FPV 300 milliamp packs. I believe these are the exact same pack. I'm pretty sure they're both Tattoos. They weigh almost the exact same amount. They're the exact same dimensions, exact same looking connector, exact same looking cell. Pretty sure they're the same. They may have actually said they are. I don't really know. The bonus challenge for iGao this week, yeah, it's a like a 4-pane window, and you do a power loop from one pane to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, twice, and whoever does it the fastest. I know I'm not going to be at all competitive, so you know, risk versus gain. I don't want to bust a quad doing that, and I just don't have the time, unfortunately. Rob Logan Jr., how you doing this morning, buddy? Yeah, William McCune, it's above my pay grade. Yeah, I hear you. 25 seconds was a brick wall for me for sure. Yeah, I don't know what it is you have to do to push past that. I don't know if it's the fixed 20-degree angle on the goober canopy that's getting me, or if it's just the brain not being able to process it all. I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, it starts. How are you doing this morning? Did your winnings make it to you yet? I didn't see any tracking update after I sent it. Yarbs landed a whole bunch of Ovonic Whoop batteries, deeply discounted on Amazon. They're not the worst batteries I've ever experienced, but you get what you pay for. Typically, you get what you pay for, but that's kind of the thing about this hobby, is trying to find where you're getting more than what you're paying for, finding that diamond in the rough, like the really good pack that's not really all that expensive. Yeah. Ricardo, greetings from Lisbon, Portugal. Welcome. My Portuguese is rusty. I don't have any. Speedy Turtle, how you doing, my friend? Apparently he's on the road to go pick himself up one of these nasty old X-Class quads. So really excited for you, buddy. X-Class is, you know, it's scary when you're watching it, but when you're flying it, it's just like any other quad until you fly by yourself and feel the prop wash, or you see your shadow on the ground. Then it all kind of strikes home. Don was mentioned he spoke to the Weebly guys and think they said they get them custom from Tattoo Supplier, so the plot thickens. Who does make all these batteries? That would be really interesting to find out how many actual battery manufacturers there are. Because I remember when I started flying Tiny Whoops, like it was the the Tiny Whoop branded light bows were like the, you know, they were the, and then also the mylipo.de were like the other big manufacturer of 1S lipos. So I don't know. CNHL is best for the price. Yes, they are the best for the price. When we're talking like larger lipos, we're talking like 1S. It's been a lot of 1S talk lately just because of the iGao thing. I really enjoy the iGao, but man, it's like serious frustration mixed with a lot of satisfaction. It's really weird. It starts, got the drone Friday, waiting on the Polar Vista install. You can't leave digital for analog. Yeah. Curious how you're going to think about that Polar Vista, or the Vista Polar. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on that. I haven't tried one yet. Brandon McBeans, who's getting the X-Class? Old Speedy Turtle there. Yeah, I'd wholly endorse the super cheap Ovonics, not for serious flying. Yeah, so I have like practice packs. I have the CNHLs, and I have some Pyro packs, some GNBs for like going out and really pushing it, trying to like improve my skills. But then like when it's race day, I've got some tattoos and some Thunder Power packs that are pretty much dedicated to that. Brandon Banks, frustration plus satisfaction equals iGao. I need to make an animation that says that. Put that in the beginning of the video. Speedy Turtle gave up on iGao. Oh man, it's too early to give up. Just don't have time. Okay, that I 100% understand. It's a grind. Try doing that along with YouTube tutorials and product reviews and a weekly live stream. I'm surprised my wife hasn't snapped and threatened to kill me. Maybe she has. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. The Nano is better than analog. Polar is better than the Nano. Yeah, I gotcha. I need a whoop. You need a whoop? Andy Taylor says he needs a whoop. Well, I have a great suggestion for you for a whoop. I know a lot of people get down against brushed whoops, but I have to admit that oh dang it, it's sold out. Oh, sorry guys. Hey, right monitor, but everything changes size. Why? Why do you do this to me? Hang on. Display capture. There we go. All right, so this is a heck of a little kit. It's a brushed whoop. Don't let that steer you away. Brushed actually nowadays is actually really good. That iGao UTT, I flew one pack through a brushed newbie drone quad and was very, very close to my brushless time. A little more practice, I think it probably could have been better, to be honest with you. This little kit here, super cheap. I mean, $50 for a brushed whoop. It's pretty darn affordable. And unfortunately, they are all sold out. But I happen to have one here for you. I was thinking of doing a super chat giveaway today. I'm gonna do a super chat giveaway, but this is one of the things I was thinking of doing a super chat giveaway for. Inside the box, sorry about all the background noise. It comes with 3 different frames, which that's awesome. 1 canopy. It's all random colors. I mean, you're getting what you pay for. It has 1 of their Nitro Nectar 250 lipos. A set of plaid motors. Now, these motors are the cat's you-know-what. 2 sets of props, except for I've already used 1 set. So 2 sets of props. Tri-blade ASI props. A camera. What is this? This is a receiver. You can use this, or you can use whatever receiver you would like to use. It's a FR Sky receiver. And the FC. So it is an entire quad build kit, which, you know, if you're not super down with building quads, this might be a good place to start. Might be a really good place to start. Rick's Pay, let me know if you have a 85 or 95 millimeter whoop you would like to sell. Looking to take one to WCTD. I do. I have one that I would gladly sell you. I saw your message the other day. Just was out to dinner with some friends. Just didn't have a chance to reply. And if I don't reply right away, I forget things because smooth brain. I had to use a brushed hummingbird for the UTT ladder. It was faster than any other of my brushless whoops. You know what? There's something about the yaw authority with the brushed quads that I just don't think it's matched exactly with the brushless. The brushless are better in, I'd say, 99% of situations. But you can really drop the weight on a brushless. Like, you can go down to like a 200, 250 milliamp lipo. Really drop the weight. I mean, these things are just stupid light. Like, so here's a brushless quad, 20 grams, or a brush quad, 20 grams, and the brushless is 25, not accounting for all the dirt and mud still stuck to the camera, to the frame. So it is significantly lighter, and you can run an even lighter lipo on it. So I think all that stuff kind of adds up. Oh man, I just sent all my brushed stuff to someone in Portugal. Well, that's awfully nice of you. So last year I did like a white elephant type gift exchange for Christmas time, holiday time, depending on, I don't want to be non-inclusive or whatever. And one of the things that I sent to a lot of people were the Project Mockingbird newbie drone quads, and those things were fantastic. I really wish I would have kept one of them, because that was probably one of my most favorite flying quad, just because the yaw authority it has over the brushless stuff is unlike anything else I have. Better throttle control, of course. You can fly like Rab. You know what? He didn't have an OSD timer on, so his entry is invalid. Just saying. I want to be that guy, but kind of a stickler for the rules. You know what I'm saying? No OSD timer. Nothing. Just saying. 50% pilots will be getting a letter this week in IGAO 3. How do you think they will decide? Time. Oh, it's absolutely time. They're just going to keep track of all the lap times and then slice it right in half. And the bubble pilot, so that's the person that's the very first one to get a letter, like the fastest of the half slows, they get a set of Tweet FPV radio grips. If you want to get yourself a set of Tweet FPV radio grips, shameless plug time. Like, say maybe if you're brand new Mambo radio, go to tweetfpv.com and go ahead and get yourself a set. Super, super cheap shipping rates outside of the U.S. and in the U.S. Free shipping. Yeah, super light packs, and you still get at least 3 minutes of flight time out of them. Thoughts on the R3D shifter zero grav pusher frames? I don't like their frames. I bought one. Super, super interesting idea. Really, really good prints. Those guys are doing some amazing stuff. They're just way too flexible. If you have any vibrations, like tweak props, anything like that, it just amplifies the vibration. I think something like what Emax did with their NanoHawk, where we have a carbon fiber base plate, and it's not super stiff, but it's certainly stiffer than plastic. I think that would be, if somebody did that, managed to keep the weight down and still kept it ducted, I think would be a really good compromise, or a good combination. Like Newbie Drone sells a stiffener for these frames. It's a little chunk of carbon fiber that clips onto all four motors. That makes a huge difference in the way these fly, but you are adding a little bit of weight. So it's one of those things. Brandon Week Beans, only half the pilots submitted. If you submitted a time under 60 seconds, then you passed. Deal. You can flash the PMB Hummingbird Hex to all the ones in all twos. Yeah, that is a very good point. And that Project Mockingbird tune, it is specifically made for that quad. It's not like their generic one, like, well, if you have a 65 mil, oh, and try these settings to get you in the ballpark. No, it's really good. Triple B. Bobby Back says he had 27.8. I think I came down to like 24 point something. I don't remember. Let's watch the run. It's a very short video. I didn't take up the whole minute, just because, like, why, you know. Let's see. My convoluted storage video stuff. Finish videos. Where did I put finish videos? D. Finish videos. All right. There we go. Here is my week 5 entry. It's not impressive, but I didn't break anything, so that's a win in my book. Overshooting that first gate was a big issue. I've had tighter runs, but somehow they were longer. I think the only saving grace on this run was the loop back through the start-finish gate on the midpoint. It was just sloppy. Yeah, 2436. I've had better looking runs, but the timing just wasn't better. Yeah, Start says, all my radios have tweak grips. I highly recommend them. Thank you. There you go, Body Bags. I know I did a live fly through last week, and man, I had that track all messed up. Oh yeah, it's I have that triple ladder gate thing out of PVC. That thing's just always set up, kind of just scrolled off into a side room when I'm not using it, and I'll pop it out and fly it. Are you gonna try doing the power loop challenge there, Brandon Baked Beans? Yeah, the cleaner the run, the slower it was. And it's a weird combination between not flying clean and faster, or flying clean but yet slower. I don't know. I watched some of those like really fast. Like there's people flying legitimately twice as fast. And it just hurts my head to watch it. But then like, I don't know if you've ever seen like Min Chen Kim do like ladder gates on a 5-inch. It's otherworldly. Like I don't know. It's amazing. Oh, you are trying the week 6 challenge. Cool, man. Good for you. Good luck. Good luck. I think that's where I broke the most of my quads last year was doing the power loop. So the triple gates, going through the bottom one, power looping through the top one and back through the bottom one. And it's just me being lazy and not moving where I had the gates, but like I'd clip the top gate and I'd crash it into some landscaping block, and these newbie drone frames would just explode on me, unfortunately. Yeah, sometimes it looks like they sped up the video, but yeah, why would they do that? Like quad mover, not human. Yeah, some of these guys, like the control they have over these whoops. I don't have it. I don't know if it's... I know like once you start to get older, you lose that hand-eye twitch reaction skill. It's not a tune. I know people are always looking for the best tune so they can fly better. It really just comes down to skill and practice. I know it. We all know it. We really wish it wasn't that, but it is, unfortunately. So a little bit more on the Mambo front. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my new daily radio. I haven't traveled with it to see how it survives going in the backpack and traveling. I'll be traveling for the last 2 weeks of this month, so we'll see how she fares. But yeah, I really like it. I like it a lot. It's basically, I don't know. It's not much different than the X9 Lite, except for there's a few things I like about it a little bit more than the X9 Lite. There's a few things I don't like about it compared to the X9 Lite. I think I like these gimbals a little bit more than the Hall ones are on the X9 Lite. At least the way I had these set up, they're really nice. I did coat the bars like Brandon Baked Beans suggested with that Nia gel goop, and that does make a big difference. Not right away, but after it kind of like works itself in, really, really, really smooth. Probably the best feeling gimbals I've ever felt. I'm not a gimbal snob, but you can tell when gimbals are crap. Like the ones on the T-Lite, those things were hot garbage. Same thing with the Beta Light radio. Even the T-Lite, like I open that up and there's just like metal shaving stuck to the magnets for the Hall effect sensors. Poor manufacturing, but it's yeah, it is what it is. Line of sight skills. Yeah, I don't have those. As long as the quad stays directly in front of me and doesn't turn left or right, I can do okay. But other than that, once it gets out of orientation, I'm just going to auger it into the ground. And yeah. Tommy has a TX12. I really like the TX12. It's a little bit small for me, but I really like it. Yeah, it does. It doesn't like slow them down, but it does kind of So here's the analogy that I like. American car. You pull down on like the grab handle, like the ones that fold, and it just goes boom and like springs right back. German car, you grab that, you let go, it goes, and it like slowly comes back up. That's the difference. That's the difference. But they're quad ball bearing gimbals, you know, like you would expect. But they're really nice. The only concern I have is the stupid dingle arm switches. I've not had luck with them. That's why I really like the Tango 2, because it doesn't have any of those to break off. But I haven't really been in love with the Tango 2 ever since I put the module bay on the back of it. It's just the way it is. I kind of want to send this. I kind of want to send the shell out to the guy that did the Cerakoting on my Orcas and my Tango 2. And see if he can replicate this pattern on it. This isn't vinyl. This is actual Cerakote. I had to strip the entire goggles to do this, and he did a fantastic job. He also did it for free too. So I didn't choose this pattern. I said, "You're doing it for free for your business, but you're hooking me up with Cerakote goggles and a radio. You do you, boo." And he did. He did a great job. He also did some. He also did some DJI goggles, and they didn't fare well because you got to bake that stuff to cure it. And he showed me pictures of the DJI goggles, and they went from being like this to like this. They look like an angry Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It really sucked. Let's see, which one did I use? Go back to the Amazon cart. Orders. Gel. 767A synthetic. That's the one I used. There you go. You know what? I moved from northern Michigan to Alabama. I was thinking like I'll be dirt bike riding, I'll be shooting guns, but ding 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 ding. Nothing. There is no dirt bike riding. There's no off-roading. I mean, there is if you're in like a truck. Nobody shoots. Up in northern Michigan, it was like all the time you'd hear gunshots going off and be like, oh, cool. Or if there's nothing, you don't hear gunshots, you go out and start shooting, everybody starts shooting. Down here, nothing. Nothing. It's really weird. Then again, it is too hot to be outside. But yeah, that's the Nigel. I use their bobby bags. It comes in a big tub. I just use like the end of a zip tie to kind of jam it in places. I could not imagine slathering that stuff on a quad. It would be just a hot mess. You just have all sorts of dust and junk on it. If it gets you better performance, I don't think it's worth it. At least to me, because I'm gonna fly on banged up props. If you're flying on perfect props all the time, looking for the absolute bleeding edge of performance, go ahead and do it. But if you're the guy that's gonna fly on nicked up props, then you're wasting your time. Speaking of great performance, I've got a couple of these in. This is the AOS 5. Haven't built it yet. I'm considering transferring all the guts from my FUV Cycle Floss, or no, Glide build into this. But I know in reality I'm just going to build another quad. Yeah, the problem is I got a Vista in that one, and I can't find another one. Yeah, it is sticky AF. That is for sure. But yeah, it's definitely sticky for sure. Yep, I've done it from my car, AC and heated. Heated when I was up in Michigan, AC when I'm down here. I have a sunroof, so just drop it through the sunroof. But it depends on what you're flying. You just land next to your door, pop your door open and grab it. No, I don't use tip tinner. You shouldn't need it. Tip tinner is one of those things for. I used to use it when I've used really bad, like Radio Shack non-regulated soldering irons, and it's kind of a joke. Good tip maintenance, making sure you don't let your tip run, or you let your iron run for like hours at a time. I've got a Heiko 888D that I've had for 5 years now, still on the original tip with zero wear to it because of proper maintenance. The proper maintenance is when you're done using it, you put a ton of solder on it and you shut it off. I know it seems counterintuitive to leave the tip dirty when you put it away, but it's actually keeping it clean. The thing that kills the tips is the oxidation. So the atmosphere getting to it after you're done using it will make them rust, which creates a layer of oxide, which is really hard to get rid of without like filing it off. So if you cover your tip with solder and shut it off, it encapsulates that tip and no air can get to it and it will not corrode. So then once you start your iron up, get above that melting point of the solder, dab it with that steel wool that we all have, this stuff, and you're good to go. Just remember to cover it with solder, shut it off again, and your tip will last you years and years and years. Yeah, and if you have a flux in a tube, like I use a liquid flux. If you heat the iron up and it's super kind of gunky, and you notice like when you hit the solder to it, it's just balling up on it. It's not like flowing around the tip. Just pour some of that flux on there, and it'll actually help remove the oxidation and contaminants from the surface of the tip. Speedy Turtle finally got a TS100. How much do you hate yourself for not getting it yet before now? It's such a good iron. Even like all the clones, the Sequire 001 iron, it's the exact same thing. Every chip, one for one, even the firmware is exactly the same. They're great irons. There's no excuse not to have a good travel soldering iron now. My tinner is lead-free. Throw it in the trash. All you people out there that hear the word lead and lead-free and think it's a good idea, it's not. You don't have the skills or the equipment to do it right. Lead-free is an entirely different animal to solder with. Yep, exactly, Brandon Baked Beans. I've spent a lot of time soldering. I've gone to several schools for it, mostly run by the Air Force, and there's a lot that goes into soldering, and we only do like maybe a tenth of what proper soldering requires. But yeah, lead-free sucks. It doesn't just suck, it's darn near unusable. Oh, the tinner. Oh, just the tinner's lead-free. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, I used to use it a long time ago, back when I had like a Radio Shack soldering iron, and mostly because I didn't know any better, and the tips would get all nasty and stuff. So I also started the FPV Lux subscription crate, and I just got one in last week. Pretty nice, $20. Got a decent shirt. A tango of solder. I got a neck lanyard, so I threw that right in the trash because I don't need no neck straps around here. And I don't know, $20, decent shirt, some goodies I can use. A lot of stickers, a lot of that kind of BS, the filler. Not bad. I'm in a desperate need of t-shirts. There's a FBO that we fly into all the time called Jack Edwards, and it was like, you get a tank of gas, you get a free shirt, and I've got like one for every day of the week, so I'm always wearing the exact same type of shirt, just a different color, and they're starting to show their age. So looking for some decent new shirts. The ones that came in the FPV crate were sized like a size too small. Like I wear an extra large. I got one of their extra larges and it was like, yeah, it's just tight, uncomfortable. Didn't like it. So today, this was last year. This was my favorite whoop. This is the Mobula 6. This had the 25,000 kV motors on them. I've had a lot of issues with this quad recently. A lot of weird like desyncs falling out of the sky. The motor bells are falling down on it. I don't know if you can see that. So the motor bells keep slipping on them. There are new motors out there that are way more better. Whatever I did with them. I don't know where they are. Oh, here they are. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? There you go. So these are the Happy Model 0802 25,000 kV, but these are a Unibel design. So hopefully that fixes a lot of my issues. So I'm going to build that up in the trusty Meteor 65 frame. I'm going to reuse the camera. The camera's fine. And I'm going to put a new AIO on it. And this is the Happy Model ELRS F4 Focus U. You know what? 2.4 gigahertz AIO. It has that neat little SMD antenna right there. Oh, okay. And we're going to run this on the BT 2.0 because that's more better. I know you couldn't see it. It's out of focus. So I'm gonna build that up today because I need something with a lot of power for flying outside. Link for the subscription box. FPV Lux. This isn't an affiliate link or anything like that, but that's the FPV Lux. And if you're looking for the FPV crate. Affiliate link. There you go. This is for FPV crate. Still doing the FPV crate, sub 250 crates. I have a giveaway going right now. I'll probably give it away next weekend for this guy, and it came with a. I was really surprised. I'll be right back. It came with this frame. This is the BQE Ripsqueak. I am very surprised that it came with this. If you didn't know, FPV Crate is pretty much run by Get FPV, which they, like Lumineer is their in-house brand. Everything that's been in these crates has been basically Lumineer frames, Lumineer ESCs. Well, not everything, but a lot of things have been Lumineer. The fact that they're including kind of a sort of independent-ish manufacturer, this is really surprising, and I am super excited. Like, I've been excited about a lot of stuff in the FPV crates, the sub 250 crate. This is the first one that I've been like, holy crap, I want to build this for myself. Very excited about this frame. There's a couple other YouTubers that I very much highly respect their opinions, and the Ripsqueak is their go-to little 3-inch platform. So I'm giving that away next week on a live stream. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go to my channel and find that video. Please watch the whole video and don't screw up my analytics. You're gonna do that, aren't you? You suck. No, you don't suck. I love all you guys. And click that link and get entered. I could probably just post the link, but laziness is getting the best of me. I gotta get something out of it, right? Like, comment, subscribe, you know, helps the algorithm. Because there is an algorithm, and it is super complex, and I'm far too lazy to work it. Yeah. Tell me, what if your 1S LiPo accidentally ended up in the washing machine, forgotten in your pocket? Any chances it'll survive? Asking for a friend. Yeah, it's probably, you know what? It might be fine. It might be. Check with a voltage checker. If it checks out fine, charge it. Keep an eye on it. and then fly it. You may find that it has 4.35 volts, and then after about 20 seconds, it goes to like 2.0. She done. Water is a terrible conductor for electricity. Yes, it conducts electricity. It's a terrible conductor. Salt water conducts more electricity than like just fresh water. So you might be fine. That's why a lot of electronics actually survive going in the drink. They don't short out. They just, you know, they die from corrosion mostly. Triple B says, I tuned my Mob 6 Univel 2200 for the Blue Jay ESC settings the other day. I set it on high medium timing, 5 times ramp of power, believe it or not. Oh, interesting. I'll probably get in with you on this one. Yarbs, my 3-inch rip squeak, is probably my favorite quad to fly. There you go. There's another independent, not review, but like, there's a word for it, and I'm not good with words right now. Yarbs likes his rip squeak. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this rip squeak. I'm not gonna build it with the 2204 motors that came with the 250 crates. I don't think that's the right motor for this build. So that brings me to another thing is, you know, like the last build cycle from the Sub 250 crate, they didn't include a camera. No, they didn't include, yeah, they didn't include a camera. They included a VTX, but they told me after that VTX crate, they decided they're no longer going to include FPV parts, be ESC, or not ESC, be VTXs or cameras, because people are divided between analog and digital, both TGI, bite, fart, shark, whatever it's called, and analog. But then 2 months later, they send me this. Where's the air unit go on this? This is not a analog / digital platform. I mean, yeah, you could probably do it, but they're also releasing a digital version of this frame. So I'm calling BS on their reasoning for I'm calling BS on their reasoning for not including a camera on that last crate. No. I think they're full of yeah, I think they're full of it. I honestly think they should be renaming the crate to FPV Crate Lite and not Sub 250. Sub 250 is basically them saying, hey, this crate will be, this entire build will be sub 250 grams, provided you put the right LiPo on it. Now they're including motors, ESC, FC, and a frame, and obviously a ton of props. So you're up to your own devices as far as VTX and camera and antennas. This quad could be sub 250, or it could be 300 grams, because they're not curating it. The whole point of the sub 250 crate was they're going to curate it so it's under 250 grams, right? Am I wrong, or am I out in left field here? Let me know what you think, guys. I think it should be renamed to the FPV Crate Lite, because they're no longer including enough stuff to make a sub 250 quad. Just my opinion. Yeah. Using AIO and Naked Vista. Yeah, you could do that. The problem is the mounting's wrong, because the AIO is going to be 26 by 26, 26 and a half by 26, whatever it is, and then the Vista's 20 by 20. You'd have to come up with adapters and all that other nonsense to get that in there. Because this has mounting for AIOs 20 by 20 and 16 by 16. It's not a digital frame. But they are coming out with one. If you go to bqe.io, they have it there. But either way, sub 250, I'm actually very, very excited about this. It's such a simple frame too. It's very unique and it's very simple. It's not the most rigid frame in the world, but you know, it's only 3-inch. So anyways, rant over. If you want to get yourself on the giveaway for one of those, go to the video somewhere on my channel. I think it's like the last one. Isn't it already AIO compatible? Yeah, it is AIO compatible, but the Vistas are 20 by 20, so the AIOs are not 20 by 20. AIOs are what, 25 by 25? So you would have to find an adapter, which is going to add more height, which I think you'll actually end up running into the top deck plate. Very much to hang from. There's no screw holes in the top plate. So I mean, yeah, it starts. There is where there's a will, there's a way. You could definitely cram digital in here, and I guarantee you somebody has already done it. But the excuse of no video parts and then sending this frame is contradictory to each other. That's my point. I'm not saying that you can't put digital in this quad. You absolutely probably could, but it's going to take a lot of work and adapters and 3D printing, stuff like that. Buy bags. I put a new VTX in my Basher Freestyle quad, and it runs on 5 volts, not VBAT. Hopefully, I'll get cleaner video at higher throttle. Hopefully, if you're experiencing dirty video, capacitor always helps. The closer you get the capacitor to the ESC or AIO, depending on what you're working on, the better. Also, where you're routing your antenna wires helps out a lot. You'd be like, yeah, I'm sure somebody's done it. I mean, the people's ability to adapt and overcome in this hobby is unlike anything else. But you know, I'm sure somebody's jammed a Vista inside of a tadpole. Oh, it starts. Are you talking Bite Shark? Because I'm thinking Vista. Oh no, never mind. You said Vista. All right, if you're gonna do, you know what? I think I might have just. All right, so like I've been saying since like December, I have a Shark Bite system. I just haven't installed anything. I picked up a toothpick, a bunch of the FPV cycle motors, and some other goodies, and I was going to put that inside of that frame, but now I think I'm going to put it in this frame. Thank you, It Starts. You, yeah, Naked Vista is still 20 by 20. I think I'm going to do Fart Shark or Fart Fat. Is it Bite Shark? Is it Shark Bite? No, Shark Bite's the plumbing fittings. You know, I'm going to have to just P-touch it to like my monitor here so I can get it right. Bite Frost was the old one. Shark Bite. No. Bite Frost. You guys know what I'm talking about. But clearly I don't. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that, but I'm going to put it in this. That's what I'm going to do with it. This is perfect for that. Thanks, It Starts. Brian, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. He has a HD tadpole, and it's my favorite. Can you share a picture of that, Brian? I don't know if you're on my Discord or not. If you aren't, twitfv.com, you'll find the Discord link in there. I have got to see the picture of your HD tadpole. That would be pretty amazing. Betcha. Shark Bite. That's it. Shark Bite. Shark B-I-T-E is the plumbing fittings. B-Y-T-E. I got you there. Big brain. I had Bite Frost, and I loved it, except for the stupid ground station. I even bought the Transformer box goggles that you could clip the screen into, and that was actually a pretty nice little setup. It clearly didn't look as good as DJI, but super low latency. And I like it. I liked it a lot. But I saw the writing on the wall for the ground station, so I sold it off. I took a major hit on it, but whatever. But yeah. I thought it was Barkshite. It's Steve Mann from England. How you doing this morning? It's probably not morning where you're at. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good platform for it. I was thinking about my own cavity frame, but I don't know. I just like looking at this. I don't really want to. I don't know. Lots of options, not enough time. So, anyways, let's do a giveaway today. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to give away for? How about Express ELRS? Who here has not tried Express ELRS yet? All right, let me make a new pool. Stand by, guys. Be right back. All right, guys. There you go. Poll should be up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see it. There it is. There's the poll. So we've got a big box of junk. So we've got the 2.4 Express ELRS transmitter and receiver kit. Well, not really a kit. It'll be pre-built. Either in the JR Lite or full-size JR module bay, whatever it is you want. 65mm whip kit, that's that brush kit that I showed at the beginning of the video. Or a 5-inch race frame, or 533 tiny trainer frame. The 5-inch race frame would be... It'd be this one. This is the Flight one. It's a Flight one frame. I don't remember the name of the frame, but that's the guy. And it also has a pretty bad arse looking race canopy for it. And obviously the prices will change. Well, actually, they're all going to be $5. We'll stick with $5. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah. So let's minimize that. Let's see, Steve Man, I have the Express ELRS kit. Haven't fired it up yet. It is great stuff. Make sure you update the firmware on it because if you've had it for a while, it's probably got beta firmware. Now there's actual release firmware for it. Make sure you use that stuff. Brandon makes beans. ELRS is the future. Yes, you are 100% correct. It is beating the pants off of the entire competition out there of the low latency 2.4 gigahertz systems, and it's way cheaper. Yeah, I wish it was integrated into radios right now. So I am making the switch to Express ELRS. For now, all of my whoops, 3-inchers, all that stuff are going to be Express ELRS 2.4. Just to piss off the fanboys. TBS Mambo, ELRS 2.4. I know this isn't running at 500 hertz. I think the best you can get out of Freedom TX right now is 250. I'm hoping that when this fabled integration into OpenTX happens, I'll be able to get the full 500 out of it. But right now, we're stuck at 250. So everything is going to be 2.4 ELRS except for my race quads. I'm still sticking with Tracer. I know Tracer is far behind as far as consistency and latency. All my race quads are already built. I like the VTX integration. If Express ELRS did VTX integration, I'd be done. I'd switch it all out tomorrow. If Express ELRS gets integrated into multi, that would be pretty BA. I'm a Ghost CRFS guy. There's nothing wrong with it. All testing and all the data I've seen shows Express ELRS is better in just about every way. But there is something to be said for the ecosystem and the knowledge that this company is producing it. So hopefully there's better stuff, better development behind it. But the fact that it's open source, like I have Happy Model receivers, I have Beta FPV receivers, I have some other company coming that I don't really know. They're all running ELRS 2.4 and they all work together. Got a video coming out next week with this guy, Beta FPV. They're doing some really cool stuff. They have integrated AIO boards now, and they're actually making, sorry about the crinkling noise, guys. They're making integrated, or they make integrated ELRS boards, but they're also producing JR Lite style 2.4 and 900 megahertz transmitters. These actually do 500 milliwatts. The back part on it, you saw that was silver, is actually a big chunk of aluminum. It's a heat sink. It has a thermal pad on the power amplifier and everything. So they're really thinking about it. It's not, it's not the open source solder up your own board PCB design like what I've been doing. Although these are really good, and I check the power output on every single one of these before I send them out, make sure they work. So everyone comes out definitely working. But they're making their own PCB, own components. I'm sure they're still using the same low rod module, but maybe they're sourcing it differently. I'm not entirely sure. But the receivers are the exact same footprint as the Crossfire. Yes, they can be smaller, like with the Happy Model, like the EP series. The things are like the size of a Tic Tac. They're tiny. But there is something to be said to have the same footprint and pinout as Tracer and Crossfire, because that ecosystem is so large that you can get the integrated boards like the white noise boards or the Tiny's LED boards, and you can solder your ELRS receiver right to those and have the same functionality minus the MyVTX and the other 4 outputs that are on it for like doing servos or whatever else it is you want to do with it. Rick Cepeda, I've converted everything to ELRS 2.4 except for my 2 race quads, which are currently on Tracer. Yep, that's basically where I'm going to be at until I have a better reason to do it. I'm not good enough of a racer to take advantage of that little bit extra consistency and latency. I definitely feel the latency between doing Crossfire and the older like ACCSD D16 Access receivers. I definitely feel the latency difference. You don't feel it so much going to the lower latency, but if you go back, you'd be like, oh, this is garbage. Like this quad here, I've been flying this whoop on Express ELRS, 250 hertz. I went back and flew this on D8, and this is unflyable to me, unfortunately. I can't fly it, and this has a board on it that doesn't allow you to put an external receiver on it. Really unfortunate. That will probably be going into maybe a RTF kit. So I got a bunch of that kind of stuff sitting around too. Let's see. They need a special 5-inch one internal module. I don't know how they're going to do that. Yeah, I don't know. OGK Kid, ELRS, I have Crossfire. It'll be cool to try something new. It is cool to try something new. And that's the unfortunate part for me in this hobby is, like, I have a desk over here with a dozen radios on it. And I love them all. I love ones more than others. And I would be farther in this hobby if I would stop trying new equipment. So I do try everything that comes to me, but there's certain things that I hang on to and they become my daily drivers that I use more than others. I still use my X9 Lite. I still use my Tango 2. I use my Mambo. My goggles have always been my Orcas. I am not parting with those anytime soon, but I'm also running DJI. So, I don't know. Consistency is the name of the game with this hobby, both in your protocol and your gear. Brian, the digital Tadpole is actually a Tadpole HD. It's new version 3-inch. Badass. You can find resellers. Okay, cool. Did not know that. Rick Cepeda, ELRS is going to be the FR Sky killer, especially if they put it on a multi-module. Yup. The thing FR Sky has going for them is the fact that they have such a huge ecosystem with receivers dating back to like the early 80s and radios that have most of the stuff built into them. You buy an FR Sky radio, you buy a FR Sky receiver, and that's all you need. You don't need to purchase another module to make it work. T8, we're not going to get into that. Yeah, FR Sky has a lot to do. FR Sky is not going to just sit there and die. FR Sky is constantly going to be innovating. They are working mostly in like the commercial. They're working a lot in the commercial world right now, like with that kind of gear. Our subset of the hobby is tiny compared to what else is out there. You start talking like heavy lift drones and commercial applications, military, government, stuff like that. We're just dropping the bucket, guys. We may get the leftovers from it, but yeah. Let's see, Brian, I have the beta FPV ELRS nano module installed. Cool, man. I feel 500 hertz. It's noticeable to me. I don't care what people say. Otherwise, they haven't tried it. The one time I tried 500 hertz, I lost a quad. But there's a lot of other stuff that goes into that, and I'm willing to admit that it's probably not. I don't know that it was Express ELRS. It could have been a lot of other things. I think it was a combination of beta flight, being in a nightly build. That's my guess. I'm brainwashed to RO sports, EP1s, EP2s. I definitely prefer the EP1s for my whoops, EP2s for everything else. I think that SMD antenna is a really cool idea, but the range on it, in my experience, has been pretty poor. But then again, I haven't tried it much on anything other than, well, the short range I experienced was on 500 hertz, which you're going to get lower range, but I need to revisit that. McHugh? Hello? How are you doing? I'm sure I said your name wrong. Sorry, though. Funny thing, I built a Tadpole 3-inch with a Vista on top of the flesh, and then right after that, they released the US version. Of course they did. HD version, yeah. I was talking to Deadbite about telemetry and jitter during telemetry reporting frames. If you want telemetry, you can improve jitter. You have to disable unneeded telemetry sensors in Betaflight. Yeah, so with my ELRS builds, I haven't been using the telemetry sensors. If you guys know what I'm talking about, BCD ELRS configurator. I'll show you right here. I swear every time I open this up, there's a new update. So this here, I haven't been enabling that telemetry, so I'm not getting the Betaflight telemetry packs, if that's what you're talking about, Triple B there. Which, for the whoops, I don't really have a need for it. But unfortunately, this has to match what's on the transmitter, so if I'm starting to use this on one, I gotta use it on all. Does that transition make sound anymore? I think I got rid of the sound. I'm hoping I did, because it was getting kind of annoying. I don't hear it. Do you get any telemetry when that's disabled? No, you get receiver telemetry. So you get RSSI. Actually, I'll just plug it in. I'll tell you what you get.
Welcome to Mambo.
Yeah. Mambo Jumbo. I have found that I have to restart the radio a few times, like at least once, it seems like, to get it to pick up Express ELRS. So I think there's a little bit of a bug there. All right, so the sensors that I get are, I get RSSI 1 and 2. That's in a dB. Or sorry, I get RSS, which is in a dB format. I get link quality. I get signal noise ratio, antenna, I don't know what that is, R, FM, and D, I don't know what that is, transmit power, TRSS, that's in a decibel format, TQLY, TSNR. So those are the sensors I get back. Yeah, so here's the sensors I get with that disabled. So you basically get RSSI, which is that's really all I care about. But you get it in a dB format and link quality. Yeah, so that's what you get. So there you go. Trying to find a new place to mount the microphone. I'm tired of the from the top, but I think this looks a little bit better. But now you got the whole arm, and I don't know. I'm trying to go up and over my monitors, and it's a mess. Like I got this whole arm thing. I had to actually print like a 6 to 8 inch riser for it to get it this high up over the monitors. It's working out okay, but I'm almost considering like a desk mounted microphone, but then I can't get to my clickety clackety keyboard. So I don't know. Too many options. Do you need dB? How do you read dB and LQ? I really don't know how to explain that. Yeah, sorry, Andy Taylor. LQ, are you talking like how do you have Betaflight read it? Because I think Betaflight would just automatically reads it. I could be wrong about that. I've never really messed with it. You're definitely going to want advanced telemetry for long range because you're not going to get voltage, you're not going to get GPS, you're not going to get stuff like that back to your radio. You're still going to get it in your OSD. So why do you need it for long range? Or you just want the extra stuff, or are you data logging in your radio? That would be the other reason. I'm getting sensor lost warning when flying my Crossfire Nazgul. Any idea what that could be? Ugh. I would delete all your sensors in your telemetry tab and then rediscover and see if that helps. You'll see which sensor is the one it's losing because it'll put an asterisk next to it when it loses it. If it's losing all of them, that's kind of like an entire connection issue. Just like poor range, poor receiving range, something like that. Maybe your antenna's kind of borked up. Yeah, it comes over on channels 11 and 12. I don't remember which one is which. Nobody cares about mic mount locations. Okay, if nobody cares, then nobody cares. I can't see my screen when I have it up here. This gives me a little bit cleaner view. So it'll stay like this then. I love this arm because I can just kind of... Just kind of put it up out of the way when I'm not actually streaming. It's not on a shock mount, so I don't know how much that gets picked up, but yeah. Oh, what do they mean? Yeah, that's a good Google question. Yeah, I'd have to... dB's hard because it's logarithmic, so... dB relates to output power. If, you know, like when you see a VTX that says, oh, this one does 600 watts and this one does 800 watts, that's not that much. Watts and dB, watts are a marketing number, really. dB is reality. Double the output power is it what, 4 decibel is double the output power. So like 500 milliwatts, I think is 27 dB. 250 is 25 dB, so it's not it's double the watts, but it's not actually double the power, if that makes any sense. At least that's my understanding of it. I've always got to go and read it to really freshen up on it. I don't want to steer you wrong, unfortunately. Negative 40, yeah, so it starts at negatives and goes up. And I don't know why they do that. There's a reason. It's definitely more scientific than the typical wattage rating that we typically go by in this hobby. Mr. Huggy, having GPS position logged in your radio means if you lose a quad, you will have its location. Also, if you have it in your OSD and you're recording, you'll have it as long as you don't lose video. I typically, for my long-range quads, I definitely do logging, and that's the one I log. I log voltage, RSSI, and GPS position. Because if you do lose it, then at least you can be like, well, I mean, my RSSI was really good, and then it just dropped. So maybe you're in like a weird spot, or you're getting some weird RF noise from like a microwave substation, something like that. Brian, I just finally joined your Patreon. I've been meaning to for a long time. Love your streams. Always, I just always miss them for some reason. Yeah, Brian, no big deal. Happy to have you on the cool kid team up here. And that moves me on to the next subject. That gets you in the giveaway for my Patreons. I do a monthly giveaway. It's usually some really high quality, high dollars type stuff. Some of it's used, some of it's new. This is all new. It'll be a kit to build yourself a 5-inch FPV cycle glide. It is Emax 2207, Emax 2306 motors, Foxy Razor Micro 1200 TV line camera, a Acon 8K32 4-in-1 ESC, a CL Racing F4 flight controller, an Immersion RC Tramp Micro VTX, like the real deal, not some knockoff crap. A right-hand circular polarized antenna. If you do left-hand, we can work that out. Set of props, and then of course the glide kit and some Tweet FPV stickers. This one, unfortunately, I will not be building for you. August, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, is an insane busy month for me. The fact that I'm able to actually get a decent upload schedule and the live stream out on the weekend is amazing to me. I'm surprised. So $5 and up, you get the entry link now. Under $5, you'll get the entry link the day I go live with the giveaway. And yeah, there you go. That's how it works. So good luck. I do not include you automatically. You need to sign up yourself. You'll see the links to the Google Forms. You got to do it yourself because you got to pay for shipping. Yeah, you'll have to cover shipping. So that's why I don't sign anybody up automatically. Just because, like, if you're over in the EU and you know it's going to be way too much for the shipping, you know, that's just the way it is. Let's see. Brandon Baked Beans. Noise floor can push past noise floor and ELRS. What's a safe dB to maintain? It's because of science. dB attenuation of the ideal signal. Yeah, the ideal signal is what, 0? And then, you know what, hang on. There you go. This is a basic kind of introductory about how DB kind of works. Hang on one second, guys. Be right back. Sorry, tripping over my shoelace. Doesn't matter if you're 5 or 50. Shoelaces will still get you. Yeah, so it's really hard to explain, and I have to read this like 3 or 4 times to really wrap my head around it, and then if I don't constantly regurgitate it, I have a hard time remembering. And I don't want it to say the wrong thing because people will crawl at my butt for it. But there's a lot to go into dB. It's a very scientific way to do it. Like when you see manufacturers actually talking about dB, it's because they're using the real numbers. The wattage is marketing. Let's see. Speed Turtle says, I want to win a glide. I'm still rocking that glide frame that I got from you. That's what my build is in right now. See, Brandon Bakes Beans says, RSI value, higher is better. RSI DBM is higher still is better because it's negative. You're close to negative 100, so you're far away. Yep, that's pretty much the gist of it. 0 would be better. So there's always the attenuation from the signal. Yeah, and then Andy, if you want a little bit more deep dive explanation for with whatever you come up with, go to my Discord and sign up over there. It doesn't cost you anything. I do have a Patreon only section of Discord and then a Gen Pop one. I'm in both of them all the time. Typically, when I go on vacation, I kind of stop watching the Gen Pop one. Sorry, I'll be on vacation at the end of the month for 2 weeks. But I have plenty of awesome people out there that have a ton of knowledge, and it doesn't mean I don't pop in there. I always do. But, like, I probably shouldn't do it, but, like, while I'm driving, if somebody pops in the Patreon Discord section, I always get on it. But, yeah, you know how it is. I honestly, I'm in both of them all the time, but I definitely put more preference on the Patreon one because I kind of, you guys are kind of paying to keep this thing going. Everything that comes out on Patreon goes right back in all this. Goes back to you guys, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. All right, Andy Taylor. Yeah, that's right. You are on there. Andy Whoop. Cool, man. Glad you're there. All right, so let's go back to the poll here. It's 11:20. It looks like you guys want the 65 millimeter whoop kit. I'm in a generous mood today. How about we do the whoop and the ELRS kit? Really sweeten the pot, guys. How about we do that? Any objections? We'll do that. Screw it. We're doing that. All right. The newbie drone whoop kit. I know I already showed this earlier in the stream, but I'll show it again because this is awesome. I mean, when these things come available again, I'm buying another one because it's an awesome little kit. It is 3 cockroach frames. It's a yellow, a translucent black, and a pink frame. Really like that one. One of the 250 newbie drone lipos, brand new. Focus you fac. There we go. One canopy, or one camera mount, yellow. Unfortunately, it's going to have one set of props because I already used the other set. A set of the Tri-Blade ASI props. A Canada. A set of plaid motors. These are great motors, by the way. B-Brain receiver, which is FR Sky, D8, D16, and I think it actually does Futaba. I think it does Futaba as well. I could be wrong about that one, but it definitely does D8, D16. And then the flight controller, and this is all plug and play stuff. There's, I think there's no soldering involved. Let me open this. So I'm going to open this. I want to see if the pigtail is attached to it. I am very, very curious. World's dullest Stanley knife. All right. I'm hoping it's pre-soldered because that would be most excellent. Hot damn, look at that. pre-soldered. There is zero. Well, no, I take that back. There's not zero soldering. You still got to solder up your receiver, whichever one you choose. You can solder any receiver to this, be it Express ELRS, Crossfire, whatever. There we go. So that's the kit. I'll include a EP2 ELRS receiver. Let me grab that. EP2 receiver. This tiny little bad mamma jammer right there with the SMD style antenna. Fits great in this little quad. Going in the box, and an Express ELRS transmitter in either format, either XJT Lite or the full fat XJT. EP2 receiver would be better than the B receiver on that. So much less latency, yes, but you also need to have the transmitter, which you're getting. So, yeah, cool. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, that receiver is just stupid tiny. So here's an EP1 on my little test rig. Focus. There you go. Thing's tiny. So look at the size of my finger compared to that receiver. Very small. Which has its advantages, but I mean, if you know, the ones that are Crossfire sized or tracer sized, those have their advantages too. It all depends what you're doing. All right. Hi, Dan. Do you openly recommend Express ELRS? Yes, I do. Absolutely now. Now that they're out of their beta alpha phase, I wholeheartedly recommend it. It is not a super beginner product. You definitely need to know what you're doing. The flashing of it is very easy. It's not over the air like we're used to with Crossfire and Tracer, where it says, hey, you've got the wrong firmware. Let me fix you. You still have to do it, but it's going to be over Wi-Fi. So it is kind of over the air, but not where the receiver and the transmitter talk and flash each other, which I wish it would do that. That would be great. But that's not where we're at. And it doesn't have the VTX integration, which is another advantage of, oh my God, the internet is dying. Why? Why right now? What's happening? Why are you doing this? I'll lose my ever freaking mind. Why? Why are you doing this? What could you be doing? Hey, we almost made it the whole stream, right? Jeez, what the... I am so sick with... I am so sick. Oh, I'm so sick of this internet provider. No, it's everybody. We'll just give it a second. It'll catch up, I'm sure. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Gosh dang it. Are we back? Is it working? I mean, it should be back now, kind of. Okay, good. It seems like it's going. Yeah, man, I almost made it 2 hours. Almost made it 2 hours. Yeah. Okay. So, no, LS, it's not you, it's me. I can see OBS is... It's struggling. It's back to green. We should be good now. I don't know what's going on. Like, it drops down to like 2 megabits per second. So frustrating. I replaced my router. I replaced a bunch of stuff this week. It's not me. It's the man. It's the man keeping me down. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the newbie drone whoop kit with the Express ELRS transmitter and receiver, all 2.4 gigahertz, by the way. The size you choose, and we're gonna do. I don't know. Does $5 seem okay? Or do you think I should do more? Screw it. Let's go $5. $5. Feeling generous. $5. On the wheel already. We have It Starts, an OGK kid from a while back. I'll get you guys on the wheel. By the way, I will shuffle. The entries. So if you put in like for 4 or whatever, I will shuffle it. I know some of you would rather I don't, but that's the way I'm going to do it. If you want to do it, Super Chat, $5 Super Chat. If you don't want to do Super Chats or if it's not working in your country, you can do PayPal. Go to tweetfb.com, find that PayPal link, and pop it in there. If you do the PayPal, let me know in the chat, and I will double check on the telephone. Still rocking a Galaxy Note 8, by the way. This is the first phone I've ever had that after 2 years I didn't go, oh crap, I can't wait to get a new phone. It's been 4 years, and I still like it. I can start to feel it slowing down a little bit, but things have come a long way. Or maybe I'm just not at that phase of my life where I want to constantly replace phones. But anyways, let's go to activity. Yeah, it's just the frustrating part is it worked so well for so long, and now it's reliably not working. I haven't changed my bitrate or anything like that. It's just becoming crappier again. It Starts in for another one, and William McEwen in for 2. Good luck, guys. Boom and a boom, and we'll spin this at just before the noon time, so get you guys a chance to get in there. Oh, I'm looking at that HD tadpole. That is a ton of stuff in a small package. That'd be a really cool little quad. I haven't flown. I don't know if I've flown any micros, or like 3-inch and under on DJI, and I'm actually pretty excited to try it. Pretty darn excited. All right, let's clean up some of these windows here. All right, Word FPV. I haven't seen you in the chat before. If you have been, sorry I haven't noticed it, but welcome to the live stream. And Brian, I'll get you in on one there. I'm still rocking a 10X Max. Seems fine to me. I don't know what that is. Oh, I got you. Phone. Sorry. Moved on to a different subject. Do Patreons enter the contest auto magically? No, you do not. For the super chats, it's purely super chats. For the monthly Patreon giveaway, you have to enter yourself. I put the links out there. I can't automatically add you because that would be it's a part of the terms and services type thing. So yeah. Andy Taylor just listening and flying out of my garage, long range. Andy Taylor, how far have you gone on your long range? I know you're flying right now, so you probably can't type too easily, but I'm kind of curious how far long range is for you. The farthest I've gone on long range, it's not super impressive. I've gone about a mile. Word FPV, quietly learning in the background. There you go. That's perfectly fine. We all start off that way. EDOC, my DJI Beta 95X is probably my favorite craft to fly when I'm alone. My favorite craft to fly right now is still my 533 Tiny Trainer. It's just stupid fun. I love flying my 5-inch race quads, but they're mentally taxing. If what I mean by that is there's so much more on the line. Like you hit something or someone, shit gonna be bad. You crash them, things are bad. Things are broken. The 533 Tiny Trainer, yeah, if you hit somebody, it's gonna hurt. But like when you crash it, nothing really ever breaks. They don't really tend to get stuck in trees. They get stuck in swamps covered with snakes, and you can't find them. So there's a whole backstory to that one, if you guys don't know. iPhone. I have never gotten into the iPhone thing. I have to use one at work every once in a while, and it just confounds me, and I don't like it. I know it's a good phone. I know that it's a good ecosystem. I don't know. I never fell in love with the iPhone thing. The frame is fragile, and I've broken a bunch of them. Yeah, I bought it 95X. Right back. I managed to pick up a 95X back when Race Day Quads was blowing them out. And when I got out of the box, I was very shocked to see that there's no carbon fiber at all on it. It is all plastique. I was very, very surprised. Haven't flown it. I seriously, I bought this for parts. Like I was going to use these parts on other quads, and I never really had the intentions of ever flying it. I don't know if that'll change or not. But like the Beta 85X has a big chunk of carbon fiber on it. This flies amazing. The setup that came on this is hot garbage though. Like they're using multi-shot or one shot 125 or something like that on this. That's how it was set up from the factory. I guess D shot's a bridge too far for them. I don't know. It's really weird. Andy Taylor, I live in Canada, in the middle of nowhere. So it's great. Link in video. I don't have to worry about much. Yeah. Did you post the giveaway form yet? Yes, it's in the one for the 5-inch quad, the FPV crate or the FPV cycle giveaway. That's over on Patreon. Twiffy.com. Click the Patreon link. Actually, there we go. There's a direct link. Get it over there on Patreon. And the internet's crapping out again because why wouldn't it? Robert Andrews, got you for 2. Here we go. 1 and a 2. Good luck. But in iGal, now they're allowing you to fly certain levels of larger than 65mm quads, so should be interesting. Yeah, it starts. I'm not in the Apple ecosystem. I never have been, and that's probably why. It seems like the people that I know that are like all in on Apple have always been in on Apple. I've never been an Apple user. That was too rich for my blood. I enjoy PC. As weird as that sounds, I enjoy working on it. A matter of fact, my 8-year-old daughter and I were building her first PC last night. I like to do my own builds, and of course, had a junk motherboard, so that's disappointing. I have the it's kind of cool. I have the NZXT. An NZXT case. I don't remember which one it is. I should know. It's not the H5. I think it's the H7i. H7 10 mid-tower case. There we go. So I am rocking this case here. I love this case. It's not the best for airflow. It's really cool looking case. I really like it. So I have this one, and it's a full-size ATX case, which I need to have my graphics card, my capture cards, and all that other stuff in there. You can't do that on an ITX build. I know we're getting out of the realm of FPV, but sorry. So I picked her up a NZXT H210i, which is a mini ITX case. It's a lot smaller, fits an ITX board, and it's a kind of a carbon copy of my case, just smaller. She's super excited about it. I think it's gonna be pretty neat looking. So there's the 710, the big boy, and then there's the 210, the little guy. And then I don't know how much you guys pay attention to the whole GPU world and all that stuff. GPUs are really hard to get a hold of, if not impossible, for a decent price. So I managed to pick up one of the new Ryzen 5 5600 G APUs, so it has a built-in graphics processor. Just she doesn't need a whole lot, and that'll tie her over until I can basically find a better GPU for my computer and downgrade past my RTX 2070 Super into her computer. William Barlow got you in there for a chance for the all the goodness that's going on here. OGK Kid, sorry, I'm confused. How do I enter a super chat? OGK Kid. So on your chat window, there'll be one down here that looks like a big dollar symbol. Hit that, and you can enter a super chat. If that doesn't work for you, or you're in one of those places where, like, if that doesn't work for you, or you don't have that option, you can go to tweetfe.com, and I had a link somewhere. Hang on. You could send it over there. Just let me know you did that. And if, just so you guys know, YouTube takes 30%, which is fine. They give me an awesome platform to talk to all you guys and have fun and spread the good word of FPV to you all. Yeah, even a 10-year-old GPU is insane priced. Right. A buddy of mine has like a GTX 710 he wanted to give me, or he said he would give me, which would be great. I went on eBay and looked, and those things are going for like $400. And it's like, this is just stupid. The prices have come down a little bit. I found a couple RTX 3080s that were like $1,200, which is still twice as much as they should be. I'm not buying one at that price. I won't do it. I won't support it. It's kind of crap. What do you mean you already did? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Yep, you're on there. I got you. Sorry. I can not that screen. There we go. There's the current wheel. I got It Starts, OGK Kid, It Starts, Win McEwen for a 2, Word FPV, Brian, Robert Andrews, and William Barlow. That's where we're at right now. And we'll keep on going. Yeah, you're all good. Sorry, I lot going on up here. Sorry. Yeah, we'll spin that at about noon. Yeah, we'll spin that about noon. A couple of things. So these used to be my two favorite chargers. The Strix for the PH2 and the PH 2.0 1S, and then the Beta FPV for the GMB 27. These have all been replaced by the new GMB charger, which is better in every way. Nope, not goggles, you idiot. There it is. This charger does both, and it travels better. It runs off USB-C. You can get it with or without the power bank. I would suggest getting it with the power bank because it is a PD power bank, but it'll do the PH 2.0 and the BT 2.0. It'll do high volt, low volt. It does charge at 1 amp, so that's about it's a little over 2C. It charges quick. I really wish you could choose what charging rate, but it is what we got. That is an excellent charger, and that is my current recommendation. for 1S batteries. Right there. Diva, welcome to the live stream. That's a new name. F405 AO 20 amp FC Fly Sky receiver. To add, it's possible. I'm a beginner. What are you trying to add to it? Are you trying to add a Fly Sky receiver to it? Let me know. So you have an F405 AIOFC with Fly Sky, or you want to add Fly Sky to it? EDOC, have you tried the USP S6A AC? I think it's the best adjustable charging rate. I have. I absolutely hate this charger. Hang on. This one? This is terrible. This is probably one. Well, this is the 4 AC. It's the same thing. This is a terrible charger. It kills most batteries that are attached to it. If you charge a battery and the power goes out and comes back on, this thing will kill your battery. It doesn't have any sort of fault protection like that. Most batteries I connect to this die within 1 or 2 charges. I don't know what it does to it. Also, Bob Ruge had one of these things and it caught fire on him. So, again, this is just a sample size of 1. It's too big, too heavy. I don't need to charge micro low Z and all that other garbage there. It will do 2S, that is a plus if you're looking for one. This is the UPS 4 AC, by the way. It does work off a LiPo. It'll work off wall power. It's not bad, but I think there are far better chargers out there. I don't like it. Sorry. Let's see. Diva says F405 A20 controller to connect Fly Sky. Is it possible? Yeah, you can. Depending on which. It depends on which exact AIO you have. There are some where they have Fly Sky or FR Sky built into them, and they don't give you the extra connections for an external receiver. It really depends on which one. Diva, if you want to get into this a little bit deeper, go to tweetfe.com, click that Discord link, and head over to Discord, drop your question over there, and we'll try to get to the bottom of it. Most of the time you can. Unfortunately, what happens if they do break them out and you already have a receiver protocol is you end up with these itty-bitty tiny little slaughter pads like these right here. And those become extremely difficult to solder to, especially for a beginner. I'm not judging what your soldering skills are. I can't assume that, but I'm assuming if you're a beginner, you probably don't have the greatest soldering skills. That's not a knock on you. It is just reality. It's heavy. Man, this is heavy. It's a lot bigger too. But you know, like when I get things, I'm looking at like what their portability is, their backpackability. Probably the most portable charger is the ISDT UC4. It's a 4-port USB-C powered. It's all aluminum. It is probably the sleekest looking 1S charger out there. All my original Mob 6 batteries went dead. Do you think it was that charger? I don't know. It's possible. It seems like every 1S pack I plug into this ends up dying very quickly. And I've been basically my daughter's been using this for her Easy Trainer, and those batteries don't last long. But then the Easy Trainer also runs the batteries to the point where they won't fly the quad anymore. So it's hard to say. It depends on how many cycles you got out of them. The original Mob 6 batteries were hot garbage too, so it's really hard to say. The Mob 6 is super hard on batteries, especially if you let it go to the point where they don't fly anymore. There's a lot of variables. All I know is it seems like I have more batteries die on this charger than other ones, especially if the power goes out or something, because the battery will stay connected and this thing will suck the battery down until the battery's junk. So that is definitely something that this does. Yeah, the batteries are pretty low quality. They were pretty low quality. I mean, we talk about 1S LiPo quality, and there's a very fine line between a good 1S and a bad 1S. And the problem is they go bad, and it's kind of insidious. You don't know that they're that bad until you buy new batteries, and you're like, holy, those batteries were the worst batteries on the face of the planet. These things are awesome, but these are also brand new, and your old batteries were tired about 5 cycles ago. So it's really hard to say what's good and what's not good. Like all my newbie drone Nitro Nectar 300s, they all died within like 3 or 4 cycles of each other. Like in the last 2 weeks, I've thrown away basically all of them but one. And I'm sure that other one is going to die the next time I charge it. So when I switch to... Oh, even cold it's good. Gosh, guys. Ruby Moon coffee. Can't recommend it enough. But like, you know, I switched to a BT 2.0 and a brand new 1S pack, and these things feel amazing. Just amazing. Like the things that I was struggling with on this quad, switching all this stuff out, it's an entirely different quad. So it's hard to say unless you have a bunch of different packs to try back to back to back to back. EDOC says, I found what batteries. Number 1 is Nitro Nectar 300s, Tattoo 300s, GMB 380s. The Weebly packs should be, or, you know, I've got them both right here next to each other. I can't tell the difference looking at them. The weight's the same, the dimension is the same, the size is the same, and they fly exactly the same. I believe these are probably the same pack, different label. But the Nitro Nectar 300s, they were really good. They kind of crapped out. I know the PH 2.0 connector is not as good as the BT 2.0. The only thing I don't like about the BT 2.0 is I don't know which side's ground. Like, I know it's a stupid thing, but like, here's the connector. Which one's ground? You tell me. I can't ever remember. Is it white or is it blue? Is it the flat side or is it the round side? Clearly, I'm not getting around to building that today. What battery do you fly right now? The Nitro Nectar 300s are always sold out. I'm flying the Tattoo and the Weebleed 300 on BT 2.0. That's what I'm flying. Round side's ground. I think. Now that's the problem. That's the way I'm like, I think so. But that's what I do. I grab the meter and I check every time because it is not worth it's not worth the guesswork. All right, guys. Nitro Nectar 300 is out of stock. No, they're not. No, they're not. Depends on where you're looking. They're in stock at Pyrodrone, Get FPV, and not at Race Day Quads. I'd post a link, but they're too long for me to dump in here. Yeah. Race Day Quads and Get FPV have them in stock. They don't always, a lot, like when Newbie Drone stuff's out of stock at newbiedrone.com, it's typically available in other places. And my internet is dying once again, because why wouldn't it? All right, guys. We have, 10 entries. 10 chances to win the Whoop Kit with the Express ELRS transmitter receiver combo. Got to have some more takers out there, guys. That is a hell of a value, and that's a hell of a value, and your chances are pretty darn good right now. $5 super chat gets you on the wheel. Yeah, William Barlow, so far, I'm very happy with these. I'm not going to say I'm impressed. The reason why I'm not impressed is not because they're not good. It's because I didn't do a back-to-back between like a brand new Nitro Nectar 300 with the PH 2.0 with the BT 2.0. I have no way of getting you the money. Sorry, Andy Taylor. William McEwen. One more. Got you on there, buddy. Andy Taylor. Sorry, man. Yeah. I'd love to get you on there. But I know from independent testing that this is definitely a better connector than the BT 2.0. Than the PH 2.0. It can flow more current, and it has far less sag. And I definitely noticed that, especially when like trying to recover from like a dive. Like what was it, like 2 weeks ago? It was split S's I was doing over trampoline, and with the BT 2.0, the PH 2.0. Oh, I'm gonna get those mixed up. And the older packs are kind of saggy. I could not arrest the descent at all. But with these, super grippy, had a lot more power. It could be because they're new packs. It could be because of the BT 2.0. I'm not 100% sure. Brian, got you on there for one more. Thank you. Yeah, Andy Taylor. Sorry, man. I plan on doing I know it's kind of early, but I plan on doing the Secret Santa again this winter time. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope that everybody else who participated in it did enjoy it as well. It was a hassle on my end. I'll be 100% honest. OGA Kid, got you in there for one more. Thank you very much, my friend. It was a super big hassle. Like just a complete pain in the you-know-what, trying to coordinate everybody to send stuff remotely and like asking the retailer to put a gift receipt in there so they didn't know who it came from. I don't know if anybody actually got that to happen. I had people who wanted to do it, signed up, and then they bailed at the last minute. So I'm like, hey, you stop. Don't send it to this person. Send it to that. It was such a hassle. Such a hassle. But if it brought anybody a little bit of joy and a little bit of happiness, I'll gladly do it again. Matter of fact, that's how I got my shark bite system. Nevin, the owner of FEV Exchange, he was my secret shopper. I shouldn't know that, but I do because it's just the way it worked out. Yeah, so that's how I got that. And if you don't know about FEV Exchange, I highly recommend going up. If you're looking at getting any sort of gear, whether new or used, FPV Exchange is the first place I go to try to find. Like he's even doing like CNC services, 3D printing services, build and repair services, and like let's say you're looking for Fly Sky Nirvana, please don't. This guy's got one for sale for $100. You can click send an offer, and it's like PayPal, Facebook Marketplace, and Amazon got together, and you ended up with FEV Exchange. I've bought a few things off here. It's super simple. I've sold a few things. It's as fast as it's as easy as you can do it. The only thing it doesn't do is handle the payment. You still have to do that on your end. It's mostly because just the web integration for all that stuff and the fees would be crazy on his side. But he runs this and does it all on his own, along with his full-time job. Actually, this is where I got my AOS 5 frames, is from here, from Mr. Zanekis himself. $69. Nice, if you want to get one. Also, I think what I'm going to do going forward, so I've been doing these FPV Cycle Glide kits for the last couple months now, and I try to do that every other month because I don't bring enough in on Patreon. Thank you to all these people up here. I don't bring enough in on Patreon to afford to do the kit. Like I said, like I need to run this not at a loss. It's still at a loss, but not at a loss. So every other month I've been doing the 5-inch giveaway. I think the next time, or maybe the time after that, it will be on the AOS 5, provided I actually like it. You guys sound off in the comments. Let me know. Buyer protection. I don't know. I think through PayPal, if you're not if you buy through PayPal with anything and you do friends and family, you have 0 buyer protection, but it does cost you no, it costs the seller a little bit more. No, wait. Start over. If you buy anything on PayPal and you do friends and family, there's 0 buyer protection on either end, but you don't pay any fees, provided you're not paying with a credit card. If you do goods and services, there is a fee to the seller, but you do get buyer protection, and PayPal will back you. I've used it plenty of times. Like if you do person-to-person sales on, like say FPV Exchange or Facebook Marketplace, things like that, and they ask you, hey, do friends and family? Absolutely not. If they won't sell it to you without you doing that, do goods and services and you eat the like 3% or whatever it is, so they're made whole. That is the only safe way to do it. Other than that, I mean, if they try to scam you or, you know, screw you over, PayPal will take care of you because you didn't do friends and family. Never do friends and family unless you absolutely trust the person on the other end. Like buying that frame from Zanekis, I 100% trust him, so I'm definitely doing friends and family. Yeah, and I've seen so many people get screwed over because they did trades. Don't ever do a trade. If you want to do a trade, oh, JB came on. Yeah, let's go do the wheel here, guys. If you want to get in, got a couple more seconds. $5 super chat, get you on the wheel. And we're gonna spin this here in a second. If you're gonna do a trade, pay each other and then refund each other once you guys get the item. That way you're not getting screwed, because they're not going to help you on trades and not going to help you on friends and family. All right, folks. JB's online, and my viewer count is dropping like a rock because, let's face it, JB is a force to be reckoned with. All right, guys. Good luck. And 5 for shuffle, because I said I would do that. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Yeah, Brandon Meekings, Zanekis is an awesome person. Yeah, for everything. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I'm happy for you. But guys, I swear to God, this is not rigged. There's no way I could rig this, even if I wanted to. Yeah, and you are feeling lucky. It starts. Congratulations, you are the winner of all this stuff here. The winningest person on my live streams, right there. You had a small spell there where you weren't, but you come back hard. Congratulations, it starts. You won once again. Yes, I have your information. I'll hit you up over on Discord either way, just to make sure. And yeah, guys. Well, thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I absolutely love doing this. This is the highlight of my week. If you haven't clicked like, subscribe, notifications, all that happy stuff. How many times has he won? Oh, God, it's got to be at least 6 now, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be at least 6 now. Like, subscribe, all that YouTubery stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Hopefully we'll be able to get another live stream out next Saturday. The 2 Saturdays after this, I don't know. I'll be on the road. We'll see what happens. If you want to get in on the 5-inch giveaway, patreon.com, sign up for the $10 tier. Or, sorry, the $5 tier or up. If you want to support me, that'll get you on the giveaway tiers. You still got to sign up, though. It'll give you an entry link to it. I have to, and then... head over on a page, Discord and say hi. And if you're going to do the $2 tier or less, or the $2 tier, you'll get the entry link the day I go live with the giveaway. So with that said, thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe and get out and go fly, folks. See you next time.